Stiller Nation, sports fans, welcome to another version of Soul Tape. It is a victory.
It's called coaching.
Sidney Crosby passes Mario Lemieux as the Penguins' all-time points leader.
The Pirates have one of the best pitching staffs. They be balling. I'm fired up. All right. What's up, Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh's DSEN listeners and Pittsburgh sports fans? You are at the right place. Welcome to another edition of Soul Take. Yeah. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. My name is Kevin Cameron. Across the table from me, probably on the right side of your screen, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Ken Craig. What's up, Ken?
Hey, what's going on? Happy Tuesday.
Yes, happy Tuesday. And what a day. Not just because the weather is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right. And I'll have to get the official weather report, but I'll just say it's sunny here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nice and warm. And there's a lot of sports news that's going down here in the city of Pittsburgh.
It's saying it's mostly cloudy,
Okay.
But when I look outside, there's some clouds, but it's light, fluffy clouds with a 74 degrees in Pittsburgh.
Nice 74, right?
Beautiful 74.
Beautiful 74.
Yep.
Excellent. And we're going to have a fantastic show. Our guy, James Taylor, is expected to join us during the second segment of the show. And also on the last segment, we have a very special guest. Bill Beasley will join us from Philadelphia. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him on virtually. That's what we're attempting anyway. I've been going back and forth with him to make sure that he has all he needs to join us virtually. So either way, we'll have him on by phone or virtually. And with everything that's going on in Pittsburgh and major sports, we would like for you to engage with us. Give us a call. Ken, you have that number.
I do. Give us a call at 412-213-8995 or text in. We got the text line or the text board here live all throughout the show. That number is 412-218-3888.
There you go. All right. Also connect with us on our socials. See our full radio schedule on our website, pghdsen.com, for our 24/7 programs. We know that you'll love what we have on the schedule, I should say. And also, please make sure you subscribe in two places: on the website for the radio and on YouTube. Okay, please be a YouTube subscriber. We're going to get into what went down with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was over at the practice facilities today. Mandatory minicamp started today. So mandatory, Ken, means everybody is supposed to be over there.
Everybody.
Right, everybody. It was really supposed to be everybody with a contract. They were supposed to have two individuals trying to get a contract. Joey Porter Jr. is looking for a contract, as well as at the time I was over there, Nick Herbig, the linebacker, was looking for a contract as well. And then probably a couple hours after I left, I think I left over there probably about 3 o'clock. And a couple of hours later, you notified me, and it came across my computer basically at the same time that the Steelers signed edge rusher Nick Herbig to a 5-year. And I have this, I guess it's right. 5 years, $103.67 million. Did I forget something there, Ken?
No. From my understanding here, it's the extension is for 4 years. It's starting next year.
Yeah.
So the extension is for 4 years, $100 million. The 3 that you're talking about is what he's due this year. But the new deal will pay.
Well, it says 103.67 million.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the total deal is. $42 million in guarantees.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, $42 million guaranteed. He'll be an average annual salary of roughly $25 million.
Roughly $25 million. That's pretty good. What is TJ, if I could remember, he's making 40 million?
40, I think it's
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Some change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Highsmith. So what we'll do, I'm just curious as far as the amount that these linebackers are making. Ken, we got to keep in mind, the Steelers last year had the most expensive defense in the NFL. Now, with this new deal, I wonder where they fall. I wonder if they maintain that number 1 defensive ranking from a compensation standpoint.
Well, did they get rid of anyone that dropped them?
Offhand, defensively. Who?
I think they only went up.
Yeah, well, they did get rid of some players. The cornerback, a few people in the secondary. I know they got rid of one of the safeties.
Yeah.
I forget his name right now. I'm drawing a blank, but they got rid of a few different pieces on the defense. But I would just be curious to know the linebackers, the top 3 linebackers, what are they making? TJ Watt.
In the league, you mean?
In the league?
Or across the Steelers?
Just the Steelers.
Okay.
TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Nick Herbig.
Yep.
I
can tell you that right
But
here.
it's good. The Steelers are rewarding, their players, and that's good to see. So what I would like to do here, like I said, I was over at the Steelers facilities today, and we actually had a chance to talk to the Steelers linebacker, Nick Herbig, and we had no clue that he was on the verge of signing today. However, I do want to show and let you all hear what he had to say earlier today before he actually signed this deal.
A conversation about, is there no opportunity and not just money? You want to find a way to be a starter?
I would say I wouldn't call myself not a starter. I would just say I'm a team guy. If you need me to play off the ball, on the ball, need me to run down on punt, I'm a Steeler. There's no starters and backups. So I'm a Steeler.
We've seen those packages where they've
I think I just get that from my dad. Just instilling in me that dog mentality and never say quit. And there's always got to be a winner and a loser. So I'm just taking that mentality everywhere I go.
Nick,
We've seen those.
Especially the new coaching staff being out there this year, part of the reason why you drafted them.
I think I would be out here regardless. I love it here. I love Pittsburgh. I love this city. The weather's beautiful. So I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Nick, is this coaching staff set maybe with you as a starter?
Yeah. I think hope so.
You see a lot of 3 outside linebackers. You guys balanced that last year.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it, but I guess we'll just have to wait till week 1 to find out.
What do you like about your new edge rusher coach?
Oh, he's awesome. We got a ton of new cool drills that we're doing, a lot of technique stuff. Change isn't always bad. So what I've been a part of and what I've seen so far, conversations we've had.
A conversation about, is
So there you go. That was Nick Herbig from earlier today before he signed this deal. And he just came right out and said, the weather was beautiful. Of course it is here in Pittsburgh in June. But the biggest thing was he said he didn't want to be anywhere else. He said he is a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that came true even more after he signed this deal. Again, $103.67 million deal. That includes $42 million in guarantees. So I'm not sure if that makes anybody in that linebacker group dispendable now from a trade standpoint. And by the way, if anyone would like to call in, please call the radio number. Please call the radio number, and we'll make sure that we'll get you on.
Yeah, and we were talking about the numbers prior. So what's due this year? So T.J. Watt, $42 million.
Okay.
And Highsmith is due $20,102. So he's going.
But what's his average? Because I know it fluctuates based on year, and I can't imagine that his average is less than Highsmith.
Yeah, his cap.
I mean, less than Herbig.
Yeah, it is.
Less than Herbig.
Well, it's his cap hit right now is $20 million. His cash totals $14.5.
Okay, but what was his deal? The total deal?
Well, no, hold on.
Okay. Again, because
he's getting paid less than Highsmith right now.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
his deal when he signed it was 4 years, $68 million. 4 years, $68 million contract extension. Included $17 million fully guaranteed at signing and a $16 million signing bonus.
So again, his average though, his average annual salary for Highsmith, because with Herbig, off the top of my head, his average is probably about, of the contract over 5 years, that's about 25. Well, it's over 5 years. So
No, his contract that he just signed today was 4 years, $100 million.
That's different because it's being reported. I have 5 years, 103.67.
Well, that he's due 3.67 this year.
Right, but his total deal is 5 years, 103.67.
Okay, I'm seeing it right here in the Sport Track.
Yeah, and that was
Spot Track.
reported by Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And the Steelers have a different way of reporting their numbers as well. So the extension is 4 years. That's one number. But when you include the current year plus the extension, that's 5 years. And that's what I'm talking about there, Ken, the 5 years, 103.67. So if that's the right number, we're talking about roughly $20 million a year, 20.5, 20.7, somewhere in that neighborhood. But nonetheless, good move by the Steelers.
Yeah, I love it. If you go back a couple episodes ago, here on a Tuesday, I even said that Nick Herbig needs to be a priority signing. Him and Joey Porter Jr., I think, need to be the top two priorities to sign this offseason. So I'm glad they wrapped that up. So yeah, great move. Yeah, so I'm just reading here what Dulac reported.
And it does look like it does, if what I'm reading is correct, it does look like he's making more than Highsmith.
Oh, he's definitely, yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, Highsmith, I mean, even if you look at Highsmith's average, I think it came out to about 17, 18 maybe. when he signed. I think
Okay.
68 for 4. So that'd be an average of 17 million per year. Whereas
Herbig is
Herbig
about
is
20.
About 20.
20.7, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I know that. I'm going to read this a little bit more because I know what Dulac is saying here, that he's playing his final year
On his current contract.
on his current
Plus
contract.
the 4-year extension.
Plus the 4-year extension. So that 4-year extension would be 4 years, $100 million, which would be an average of 25 million per year, not 20 million.
Well, it's the 5 years that I'm talking about. So you got
right. I think that's
the current year. That's what he's reporting.
Yeah,
he reported 5 years.
He's the only one to say that, and that's wild.
Because
I'm seeing everywhere else is 25 million.
And because that's the way the Steelers report it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting his information directly from the Steelers. Believe me, the Steelers report their contracts differently. So on an annual basis, the Steelers look at it from a standpoint, he's making 20.7 mil a year over 5 years. 20.7. That's the number. Okay. But just to go back to Alex Highsmith as well, he's in his last year. No, he has another year after this year. Right? So he's done in 2027. Alex Highsmith is.
Yep. Yeah, he's done 2027. He's due, and just to talk about his cap hit right now, this is not his average, right? Mm-hmm. His cap hit right now this year would be 20,102,000, and then next year his cap hit is 21 million.
Okay.
So little bump up, but he is 29 years old.
And again, that's the salary cap hit.
Yeah, that's
to the
cap
team.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Alex Highsmith getting that money.
No, that's the cap hit. Yeah,
that's money that he already had in one way or the other, or is expected to get over that contract.
Yeah, his signing pro rate, right? He's 3.2, but his base salary this year is 14.5.
Okay.
So. But just want to note, Highsmith is 28. He'll be 29 in August. Watt is 31 and soon to be 32. Our boy Herbig now 25 years old. So he's youngest one. He is the least experienced.
Well,
but he is explosive. I think
he's the youngest of the three.
Yep.
Right. But Jack Sawyer is even younger.
Oh yeah.
And I like Jack Sawyer as well.
Oh, I like Jack. I think he's good. That's a whole nother conversation. I think Jack Sawyer's a big body who plays the position very well. He's strong. Herbig just has a different type of explosive first step off the ball. He attacks. I mean, he's a nightmare for a lot of quarterbacks right now. And every time he's on the field, it feels like he's doing something big, whether it's, a strip sack or something along those lines. He's a fun player to watch. He's been a great rotational player. What this means to me is that, if they do keep all three of them, right? And I'm going to start there. If they keep all three of them, that rotation is going to be interesting to watch this year. It's going to be an interesting rotation to see if Herbig's snaps go up, maybe allowing TJ Watt to come off the field, or Highsmith hasn't been able to stay healthy every year.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, and we'll get back to the Steelers. Moving on to one of the big topics with our Pittsburgh Pirates. And I meant to cue this up as well, this interview with Carmen Mlodzinski, the pitcher, former starting pitcher of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So he was actually in the starting rotation, and probably about a week ago, somewhere close to a week, he was moved to the bullpen as a result of Jared Jones coming back. Jared Jones was on the 60-day injured list. He got injured last year, missed a good portion of last year, so they're trying to get Jared Jones right, which makes sense. But we had a chance to talk to Carmen Mlodzinski after one of the games. And what game? I'm trying to remember the game that it actually occurred, but it's out there on our YouTube channel as well, that particular interview with him. I think it was actually, let me take a look here. It was actually against the Cubs.
Yeah, it looks like our production has it up
No.
right now.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, she has it up.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll play a little bit of that.
Carmen, going back into the bullpen, just what was your immediate response when Don Kelly gave you the news?
Obviously just excited to have Jared back with us. I can honestly say I'm still communicating with the organization and the people in my corner, whether that's my family and my agency, about what's next, and I really don't have any comments after that.
Can you speak at all to the challenges that might come with going back into that?
Well, honestly, not right now, no.
Okay.
How proud can you be of what you've shown as a starter so far this season?
Yeah, proud of the work I've been able to do. Kind of leave it at that.
This position that you, like, you're going there because you can, and we don't know what we can do with anybody else. Is that sort of the way it was delivered? You're the one that's capable of doing it?
I can't say it was delivered like that.
No. How was it delivered?
We had a conversation yesterday about it, and I'm just not quite ready to share too many details right now.
Player-wise, just how supportive have the pitchers around you been throughout all the processes you've been through?
Yeah, I think they try to put themselves in my shoes. We all try to support each other, and we're all going to do that for Jared as well tomorrow. We're excited to see him, so yeah, we're all going to support each other for sure on this team.
Does this kind of change your day-to-day routine at all, or are you kind of keeping like the same schedule as you would for a starter? How does that kind of work?
Yeah, just still not sure on that yet, honestly.
Thanks for giving us the time, Carmen.
All right, so there you go. You just heard from Carmen
Bullpen, just what was your immediate
Mlodzinski,
response when Don Kelly?
And after that, I think he showed up. I think that was Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken, last Saturday. And then on Sunday, Jared Jones pitched against the Cubs. He was there. And then on Monday, he was put on, well, actually on Sunday, and I'm getting my days mixed up, but one of the days he was actually put on the restricted list, and he was put on the restricted list for a day, and he had to get his head together, and I'm not sure how much more went into it, but the bottom line is he's back with the team now.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with anything that he did or the way the Pirates handled the situation?
Ooh. The way the Pirates handled this situation, I think I would need to seek a little bit more understanding of what all happened. Wasn't he supposed to talk with the media?
Who?
Carmen.
I'm not sure.
No? Okay.
Outside of what we just heard?
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
he was supposed to meet with the media. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah,
But before you respond, let me just clarify the days too.
Yeah.
So that was Thursday night.
Okay.
Jared Jones pitched on Friday.
Okay.
Carmen Mlodzinski showed up on Saturday with the team, and then Sunday he was put on the restricted list, and then he came off on Monday. which was yesterday.
Okay.
So he's with the team in Houston for their game in Houston. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to meet with reporters today.
In Houston?
Or something. Maybe that was yesterday he was supposed to meet with reporters. Anyway, there was, I was reading a little bit about it, and it sounds like they wanted to, the Pirates were trying to kind of control the narrative that was coming out to the media, or that was, being sent out to the fans and the media, and kind of hid Carmen from the actual media being able to ask any questions. So, because I did see that he was scheduled to be, to speak with reporters, but instead they kept it in-house with their in-house reporting team. So I think that was just more to control the narrative of what's going on. Maybe I'm just a little confused on what's happening with it. I mean, what's going on? Is it just getting it, like you mentioned, getting his head right? Is there any health issues? Is there anything else outside of that? Or I guess, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I don't think there's any health issues. I think that the Pirates made a bad move, honestly. They made a move that could strengthen their bullpen, right? Mlodzinski could definitely do that. However, he could improve their starting pitching, because right now, Bubba Chandler, he's just not getting it done.
Right.
Now, Bubba Chandler is scheduled to pitch the game tonight against Houston. And I'm going to have my eye on that game, Ken, to see how he responds, because Bubba Chandler is someone that hasn't had a complete year yet, because he came up late last year with the Pirates, and he was part of the opening day rotation. And right now he's 1-6. Now, the win-loss record doesn't say it all. Okay, he has a 4.85 ERA. That says that's a better metric to use, right? Earned run average. Okay, 4.85. And he just walks too many people. He doesn't have the control that he needs to have. So, but the Pirates, from a investment standpoint, feels as though they have more invested in Bubba Chandler than Carmen Mlodzinski. So that's why they decided, and it's my opinion as far as what I see going on, that's why they decided to continue to allow Bubba Chandler to be the starting pitcher. And then when you think about it this way, I don't think Bubba Chandler could do what Carmen Mlodzinski could do in the bullpen.
Right.
Okay. So we always hear, Ken, the more you can do, the more you can do, how versatility is a strength.
Yep.
In this case here, it could be a weakness from what Carmen Mlodzinski really wants. He wants to be a starting pitcher. So it could work. It seems like it's working against him.
Yeah, and is that why he, I guess, was very selective on the words he used? Because he's unhappy? I mean, is that what you read from it?
Ask me again?
Is that why he was so selective in that interview on the words that he used? It feels like there was something else he was trying to say. And just reading between the lines there, he does not seem very happy right now.
No, he was not very happy. And if you watch the video, I'm not sure if it shows up on the video. You could go and watch it later. Again, it's on our YouTube channel. Okay, but he actually had tears in his eyes. And I didn't know if he would break or not. Now, at the time, I'm thinking, look, man, you're still in the big leagues.
Yeah.
You're still doing something that most people wish they could do. But the more I looked into it, I was like, this guy, his starting record for this year, he was 4-3. and he has an ERA of 3.76.
How much control did you feel like
So when you compare the two, he's having a better year than Bubba Chandler. Okay, but since the Pirates have so much invested into Bubba Chandler, they decided to allow him, more opportunity.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down
And
to.
just to compare to your point there, they both have played in 11 games. Bubba Chandler has 11 games started, whereas Carmen has 9. And as we all know, Bubba Chandler's 1-6 with a 4.85 ERA.
Uh-huh.
So to your point exactly, I mean that
and
just by numbers alone, right? I mean, I guess Carmen, you're looking at that, of course you're proud of the work you put out there, but that alone is like, okay, what are we doing? And so I would be upset too. I think that, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, I think they made a bad move. I think that they're siding with Bubba because of all the like you said, the investment they have in him.
Right.
Now, what if he doesn't come out of it?
And what makes it what makes it more baffling? Okay, Carmen Mlodzinski, selected by the Pirates in the first round, 2020. Bubba Chandler was drafted in 2021, third round.
So they should be excited that Carmen's ready to go, right? Like that.
And make it make sense.
It doesn't.
And he's being outperformed, Bubba Chandler.
Yeah.
By Carmen Mlodzinski. So
something is weird here.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where I got a little confused because why wouldn't you want the better starting pitcher out there? Allow Bubba Chandler to, the pedigree, and I'm not, saying you're a third round pick that makes you any less of have pedigree or anything, but you have the draft capital invested in Carmen. Bubba Chandler, maybe he's struggling right now, right? And I mean, he's obviously struggling. We know that, but give him some relief, allow your strongest pitchers to pitch. Now, what if Bubba keeps struggling? Then what are they going to do?
Exactly. So we'll see. It's something for everybody to watch. And we have a phone call. So let's see if we could take this call. Caller, are you with us?
Can you hear us, caller?
Caller. Okay, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Who is this? Is this Diva?
This is Diva. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
Fantastic, Diva. It's been a few weeks since we heard from you. How are you doing?
I know. I bet you. Good. I know you guys have missed me, so I said let me call in.
That's right.
I didn't want them to think I took off the whole summer, but I'm back.
Okay, great.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Now I have 2 questions.
Okay.
The first question is, it seems like you guys are skirting around what's going on with the Pirates, so just give it to me straight. Are we in for a bad season, or is the season going to be a good season?
Ken, you want to go?
Like you skirting around with this pitcher stuff.
Yeah, I'll give my opinion. I know Kevin's more attuned with what's happening with the Pirates, but I'll give my opinion. I think this year will be more fun than it has been in terms of putting a competitive team on the field. I do believe that has improved. Got to give credit where credit's due. They have gotten better, but in terms of success and going far, I don't think that I don't think we're there yet. I don't see us going deep into a playoff run or anything like that. I don't see that happening, but I think from a competitive nature, what we're putting on the field is much better than what we've seen in years past. I mean, we're second in the NL Central right now. If we can get a few win streaks together and maybe make some separation there, that would be even more fun. But my expectations are aligned that if we make it to the playoffs this year, I think that would be a huge win. But I'm not sure about that.
All right, so I say there's good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
I want the bad news first.
You want the bad news first. The bad news first, or the bad news is I don't believe that the Pittsburgh Pirates will make the playoffs this year. The good news is, if the playoffs were to start today, the Pirates will be in the playoffs. Okay? So when we talk strength and weaknesses of this team, okay, here's where they are. Okay? They have a very solid starting rotation, even with the current issues that we just got done talking about. Braxton Ashcraft, that we haven't talked about yet, is really having a really good year.
Yes, he is.
Okay, and then we have Paul Skenes, and then there's Mitch Keller, that's part of the rotation. Okay, and then we're messing around with the 4-5 pitchers. Jared Jones just came back. Bubba Chandler is having a bad year, as we've been talking about. But the starting pitching overall is good. The bullpen is in shambles right now, okay? Soto is a reasonably good closer, but we have to get to him. And I think the last time I checked, the Pirates were like 5th in hitting, if I'm not mistaken, in Major League Baseball, which is really good. But they have a lot of flaws, if you ask me, from a defensive standpoint. And then we have Connor Griffin, who was brought up this year, okay, and signed the new deal. And it's great he signed the new deal, but he's on the injured list right now, right? Ryan O'Hearn just came off the injured list. Connor Griffin is on the 10-day injured list. So the Pirates need to stay healthy, and when they don't stay healthy, the depth of the team shows up, and they don't have the depth. And then we have Uzuna, who is getting paid $12 million as a DH, and he's having a bad year. So the bottom line is the National League Central is a very tough division right now. And it's been pretty consistent all year, where every team in the division has a winning record.
Yeah.
So again, the Pirates right now, if the playoffs started today, they make the playoffs. Okay, but I don't think that they'll be able to maintain that, given everything that I mentioned.
Yeah, I mean the Brewers, and just to jump in real quick, talk about the Central division. The Brewers, who are in first, the Cardinals, Pirates, and Cubs are all 5.5 games behind, and then the Reds 7. Right, so it's packed. Right, I mean, It is packed right there.
Now, let me say something else, and I'm not sure if the people watching and the listeners are aware of this. I just posted this on YouTube today. Now, the Pirates traded one of their bullpen pitchers as well, Justin Lawrence, to the Minnesota Twins, and they traded him for cash consideration. Didn't get anything back.
Right.
Now, the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, is I want to say it's August 3rd. I could be wrong. I'm trying to go off the top of my head. But, Diva, if the Pirates make some moves, some trades, some good trades, I'll change my position regarding their playoff opportunities.
And Kevin, that was the good news?
I thought you asked for which one did you ask?
You asked for the bad news.
Yeah, you asked for.
the bad.
And then I said,
Okay,
I said the good news was if the playoffs started today, the Pirates would be in the playoffs. That's the good news.
Wow, that's not good.
Well,
Because
it's
the
a,
playoffs-
and I hate to say this because I am not one to stand on the side of the Pirates very often, but we are competitive right now, right?
Okay.
And so, that's, you have to be competitive to win. And the fact that we're even in the conversation and we're being competitive right now, that's a big jump from where we've been.
And the trade deadline, I looked it up. It is August 3rd at 6 p.m. So
awesome, 2 months.
Yeah, we need to be on trade watch.
It'd be nice to make some moves before the deadline.
The Pirates need to acquire, and I know it's going to hurt them to do this because they're paying Ozuna $12 million, but they need to acquire another DH.
Right.
Okay. I think they fixed their batting order by moving O'Neal Cruz out of that leadoff spot because he strikes out too much. So they moved him down to the 5th or 6th position in the lineup, which is good.
Okay.
And then they have Spencer Horwitz primarily leading off. Every once in a while, you'll get Connor Griffin that'll go up there and do lead off as well. I think that was a good move.
Yeah, Ozuna. Am I looking at this right? 186 right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And not too long ago, a couple weeks ago when I looked, he was probably the worst DH in Major League Baseball. Now, he's done a little bit better over the last 2 weeks, but not good enough. I mean, a DH is somebody you actually handpick to bat for you. And you can't have someone batting 186 that you handpick. Right? So we'll see what happens. Did we answer your question, Diva?
You did.
Excellent.
Very nicely, I would say.
All right. Thanks for calling in. We need to get a break in here.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you.
And we there's some people are getting paid today in the NFL. There's some breaking news that just came through.
Did it? Hold that breaking news. Hold that break. So we'll get to that breaking news when we come back from the break. We'll also talk about if there's a new ace for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we'll get into Steelers minicamp. We'll give you some insight. I was over there today. Head coach Mike McCarthy talked to the media, so we'll let you know what he said. The Steelers made some other moves that we need to make you aware of as well. And also, we have to talk about the Steelers quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Ken, right? So we'll do all of that. And one other thing, too, before we go to break. We also need to talk about which Steelers have the most pressure on them, and we need to rank them.
Yeah, this is a big,
the
big
top
conversation.
The top three.
Big conversation.
All right, and the NHL finals, they're going on too. So we'll get that all in. So we'll be right back to talk about all of that.
Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out. Each Saturday, right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN, all the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with The Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Yeah, we are back. This is Soul Tape on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We get down like this every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. My name is Kevin Cameron. That is Ken Craig. And we are talking sports. We're hoping our guy, James Taylor, will join us anytime now, maybe for the next segment. Maybe he'll sneak in here, Ken, for the for the next segment. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Before we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, you said you have some breaking news.
I do. That just came through the wire. Just came through the wire here. It looks like Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons of the NFL. The Falcons are signing, or extending, I should say, wide receiver Drake London to a 4-year, $141 million extension worth up to $150 million, including $100 million guaranteed.
Wow. How many years again?
So it will be 4 years, $141 million extension.
And what position?
He's a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yeah, makes London the third highest paid receiver in the league, with the highest average per year in Falcons history.
Excellent. Well, hey, get that money when you can, especially in the NFL.
Amazing. Good for him, man.
Anybody else get paid?
Across the league today?
Oh, I thought you had more than one.
No,
so
just
that
one right now. Though
Got
they're coming through hot right now. So today's the day.
So before we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, let's finish up our last topic with the Pirates. With the Pirates, there's some discussion out there that the Pirates might have a new ace, someone that goes by the name of Braxton Ashcraft, not Paul Skenes. We're not talking about Paul Skenes. We're talking Braxton Ashcraft, who is having a real good year. Okay, 5-2 this year, 2.77 ERA, 81 strikeouts. Real good year compared to Paul Skenes, 6-5, 2.89 ERA, 75 strikeouts. Okay, so 2.77 Braxton, ERA 2.89. Skenes has a 6-5 record. Braxton 5-2. Strikeouts, Skenes 75, Braxton 81. Wow. So
I mean, across
he's doing better in every category.
Every category. Except
the major ones anyway.
Well, yeah, he's given up 7 home runs. I think that's the only one, whereas Paul Skenes has only given up 6.
Okay.
That's not
yeah.
But that is, I mean, is he the new guy? What do you think?
I say no.
Yeah, no.
I say no because it's a short window, right? And, you know, Paul Skenes, and again, I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but he got a pretty fast start. I want to say, let me see, he's 6-5 right now. I want to say at one time he was probably 6-2. I think he lost his last 3, if I'm not mistaken. One of the things I see with Skenes, and I wanted to ask him the last time we spoke to him after his last start, I wanted to ask him, but you know you're going to get the political correct answer. Okay, I wanted to ask him how or does he feel more pressure to pitch what can I say? Basically a fantastic game, given that he's not getting the run support. I don't think he's getting the proper run support, and that's something that killed him last year. Okay? That killed him last year. They were doing well at the beginning, but the last 3 or 4 games, matter of fact, when I looked, it was like the last 5 or 6 games where he didn't get the proper run support.
Yeah, and I mean, you made a point last segment whenever you mentioned that, you know, the Pirates are among the top in batting. right, across the MLB. I mean, they're at a 2.53 batting average, which ranks 4th across the MLB. So that is 4th right now in batting average.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. I had to look it up, right? Because I hate going from memory. I like to give good information, and if I know it, I'll say it. But here's the deal. He did lose his last 3 games, right? I'm gonna go backwards. So the Cubs 7-2. Okay, so the Pirates only scored 2 runs. You got to score more than 2 runs. Against Toronto, I was at that game up in Toronto. Lost that game 5-2. Okay, Philadelphia lost that game 6-0. Okay, now here's the ones that the Pirates won. 3-1. So they got them 3 runs that game against Colorado. And then Arizona, the Pirates won 1-0. So really, to me, I think you said it before, Ken, he's human.
Well,
and the Pirates still need to score runs.
And I'm going to go through Ashcraft's. Okay. And I'm looking at his recent games that he played. And I believe this is this is his recent games pitching. So on May 9th against San Francisco, Pirates won 13-3.
Yep.
On the 15th, they played Philadelphia. They lost 11-9.
Okay.
On the 21st,
still got 9 runs.
Yeah. On the 1st,
yep,
they played St. Louis. They won 6-2. On the 26th, they played the Cubs. They won 12-1. And on Sunday, the 31st, against Minnesota, they won 9-3.
So it's night and day with the run support.
Night and day.
Yeah.
With run support.
Yeah. So again, I think we agree. Right? Paul Skenes, he's still the man. He's still the ace. Right? He's still the ace. The Pirates need to score more runs for him.
But it's nice to have that support, in the starting lineup.
Definitely.
Right? It's nice to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's nice to have that we're having this conversation about, hey, we may have, Carmen Mlodzinski he should be starting, right? It's nice to have that depth that we've been searching for years.
So when you have that depth, don't put that depth in the bullpen.
Correct.
So I disagree with that move. I know a lot of people out there agree with it, and you know what? If you want to give us a call, the numbers are on your screen. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on the radio side, the numbers are on the website. So you could go to the website and get the numbers. But as I say, since I'm a nice guy, I'll give you the numbers. Calling number 412-213-8995, or you could text us 412-218-3888. We would love to hear from you. And for those that will watch the recording later, you can still shoot us your comments, your texts. We'll make sure we respond.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the Pirates are in Houston tonight. That is a 8:10 start. And again, Bubba Chandler will be the starting pitcher. So let's move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll get at least half the topics in before we have to take our next break. Just some insights from the Steelers' mandatory minicamp. I believe everybody was there today.
Just to confirm, I know you mentioned that Nick Herbig, obviously we saw he was practicing today. Was JPJ, did he?
JPJ was there too.
So his hold in he's not like making a statement, nothing like that.
Well, you know what? It seems like he was limited.
Yeah.
Okay. But he did see some field reps. And when we spoke to him afterwards, I kind of understand why he was limited.
Yeah.
I think he was limited because he's learning the defense.
Sure.
Right. And he said it'll take some time. But
and I think that's across the board too. I mean, even at OTAs, right? I mean, the pace was a little bit slower just installing some of this new offense and defense, right?
Right.
That's at least what I saw.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll play this video for those of you on YouTube of Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy, and those on the radio side to be able to listen in.
On an in-season schedule, which I think is important because it is our first year here, to give the men a chance to feel what a Thursday in season schedule will be like. So we're doing a lot of little things like that, but it's been great. We've got excellent participation, which we've had all year, and we're looking forward to a great day of work. So with that, I'll take your questions.
Mike, is there anyone you don't expect to be here these 2 days?
I'm really happy with the participation. I didn't even take attendance today, so it's been great.
Coach, in terms of the quarterbacks, how do you kind of work through the young guys and Aaron and just getting the reps that you need to see what they have?
I mean, having 4 quarterbacks, there's obviously a lot of benefits to it. I think anytime you can establish the room, the value in our room, obviously with Aaron Rodgers, the experience and just what he brings to the table. And I'm not just talking about playing between the white lines, but his experience and what he can add to a conversation in the quarterback room has been extremely valuable for our younger players. I've really grown to have a lot of appreciation for Mason. I'm really enjoying our time together. He's a hell of a football player, so there's another layer of experience for our 2 young players. So, and Will and Drew are just soaking it up, frankly. I mean, they're just soaking it up, and they've done a really good job in that aspect of it too. So, so that's the benefits of it, to have a diverse group like that, because you never have enough quarterbacks. The challenges, frankly, is trying to find reps for these guys. Like for instance, today we have 3 2-minute drills in the 7-on-7 with Mason and 2 young guys taking. So just trying to balance that out. So that's really only challenge. But I'm really enjoying having 4 quarterbacks. Also operating.
So there you go. That was Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy providing a little bit of insight about Steelers mandatory minicamp. He said that he believes that based on the attendance, everybody was there, and talked about the importance of having 4 quarterbacks in camp as well. Not camp, but I guess it is mandatory mini camp.
Yep.
And the Troll will be next month. Some moves that the Steelers made. The Steelers actually released veteran defensive back Makari Page before mandatory minicamp and signed former Buffalo Bills safety Darnell Savage.
Yep.
Okay.
And Darnell, just for anyone who doesn't know Darnell Savage, he's a veteran around the league. I mean, he's played 7 years in the NFL. Actually was on the Steelers' radar coming out of college, but played. He was drafted by Green Bay. Spent 2019 through 2023. Then jumped around Jacksonville, Washington, Buffalo. But yeah, I'm someone that I don't think really lived up to kind of the draft. I think he was a first-round pick, wasn't he? Yeah, 21st overall by the Green Bay Packers. So not sure if he really lived up to the draft capital, but will be a very
not
good,
at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Will be a good depth piece. I think a special teams piece as well. And I know there's been word around that he was signing a couple months ago. And it sounds like there were some health things that needed to be cleared up before he joined the team.
And he's a junior as well. Darnell Savage Jr.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do, we'll take our second break of the day, and coming up, when we come back, we will continue to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. What is going on over at the Steelers facilities for mandatory minicamp? What are the quarterbacks doing? How are the quarterbacks looking? And also, who are the players that have the most pressure to perform? And I actually had a chance to talk to some people today regarding one of them. Anyway, so I got a little bit of insight.
And you know
today
what?
Also.
My answer, I don't want to talk about it.
Is that right? Uh-oh.
I hate it.
Uh-oh.
I hate it, but...
Uh-oh. Is it on well, we'll talk about it when we come back.
And I gotta take my fan glasses off.
Okay, you got to. Let's get it done. So we'll take our break, and when we come back, we'll talk about all those topics and more.
We are going to be on the Royal Caribbean cruise line and their new ship, Icon of the Seas, November 7th through the 14th, 2026.
We got excellent dates because the dates that we got are not within their blackout date, which means that whatever current promotion is happening right now with Royal Caribbean, when you pay your deposit, that promotion will be applied. If it's 60% off the second person, there's one that's a drink credit because they run different promotions all the time. This is a large corporation, and we have all balcony rooms and we have ocean view rooms that are reserved just for DSEN listeners. Icon of the Seas, it has elevated adult-focused party and chill areas. It has an infinity pool where you sit in this infinity pool and you see views of the ocean. They have a day vibe where there's a DJ. They are a little bit of party without the chaos. So you're not going to get the hoopla party chaos, but you're still going to be entertained. They have the Aquadome. Those of us who are Pittsburgh born and raised, we remember when the Civic Arena used to open up the dome. Remember that?
Absolutely.
How amazing that! I saw Prince and they opened the dome. Well, they have something called an Aquadome on Icon of the Seas, and basically you sit in this theater type zone and they're doing acrobatics and night activities. You get views of the ocean and the sky and the stars and the moon, and it is just wonderful. They have water park at sea that has 6 water slides to it.
It's
And of
like
course,
a floating city.
it is. It really is.
You're talking about a dome that opens.
Which is why they don't say decks. Instead, that what they have are different neighborhoods. Because it is. It's a rolling on the sea city. And we're going to stop at St. Martin in Phillipsburg. We're going to stop at St. Thomas. Those will be full days where we're there. So you can do excursions if you'd like to do excursions. And of course, there's the perfect day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. And we're going to have a special reserved section for DSEN listeners. It's going to be a wonderful time. While we're on the cruise, we're going to do some trivia. Of course, we'll have a welcome cocktail as well as a farewell dinner. It is not just limited to the radio listeners. Bring everybody. The deposit is $250 per person.
You can go to Pittsburgh's DSEN's website to find out all the good information about the cruise, Icon of the Seas. I even love the name.
No, I love it. I'm a cruise fanatic. I'm ready to go home and start packing. So I'll see you ladies later.
Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday. Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out. Each Saturday, right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with The Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Keep your hands to the sky. Keep your hands to the sky. Keep your way as long as you see.
You like that, JT? All right, we're going to have to turn your mic on. Talking to that mic? Yeah, slide that lever down.
There you go.
There you go. You're live with us now. All right, everyone. We are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. This is what we do. Every Tuesday from 6 to 8, we keep you updated on what is going down in Pittsburgh sports, major and hot sports topics. We are the ones. And my name is Kevin Cameron, Ken Craig on the right side of your screen. And now you have in the middle, he's back, JT, James Taylor. What's up, JT?
What's going on, Kev? Good to be back.
Excellent.
In good spirits and good health.
That's right. That's right. Got to have that health, man. And, we've been talking about the big deal that went down Nick Herbig. We talked about the Pirates as well. Carmen Mlodzinski, the situation that he went through, being taken out of the starting rotation, and Bubba Chandler not, holding his own like he should. And he's pitching tonight, as well as who the real ace of the Pittsburgh Pirates is. Is it Braxton Ashcraft or Ashcraft, I should say, if I'm not sure how I pronounce that, or Paul Skenes. And me and Ken, we said we still believe in Paul Skenes. And then we talked about Diva called in, and we talked about the Pirates' strengths and weaknesses.
I was listening.
Yeah, cool. All right. So
but I told you before, Kev, and the pitching.
What you tell
me,
man? You're always telling me something.
I said the pitching is the downfall.
You didn't say the pitching.
Yeah,
you said the bullpen.
Well, okay.
Okay.
What is that?
You got to be specific, man.
But what and pitching. Paul Skenes.
The starting pitching is one of the best in Major League Baseball.
Look, like I said, the bullpen. I've said it for 3 years now. The bullpen. They're killing us.
All right, they are.
That's still you know behind the bullpen.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it goes up the longer you wait.
You get 1 or 2 more green beans.
All right, so if those watching or listening, if you missed any of that, you can always go back. Because all the shows are what, JT?
I was going previously recorded. Recorded.
Oh, they're all on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and check it out. Matter of fact, if you're on the radio side right now, if you want to go over to YouTube and check us out, you can do that.
I got a question. Are we blocked out in some cities or something?
Not at all.
Because our Cleveland correspondent that we often talk to, Greg, in Cleveland, he says he can listen. He cannot listen to it live. It's blocked. I don't know why.
That might be a user error.
Yeah, I think it is. As far as I know, our radio stream is up.
Well, yeah, he presses. He goes on the website and presses to listen, and he has to wait. The only thing he can hear is like previously recorded shows. But we're gonna have to get in touch with.
Or he must be talking about YouTube. We're live up on YouTube right now. We're looking at it.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the regular station or regular station to listen, just to listen radio.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go on and see if we're good to go. But the control room, as far as I know, we're good to go on both sides. All right. So what we need to do, we need to talk about the Steelers quarterbacks. Okay.
Here we go again.
Aaron Rodgers is in the house. He hasn't missed any time. So I don't care what people say about his decision and waiting so long and everything. He hasn't missed any work. Okay, he was there for optional OTAs. He's here for mandatory minicamp. He'll be in Latrobe. He's in a good place.
So what does that mean? He hasn't missed any work.
He hasn't missed any work.
So what does that mean?
That means stop crying.
Does that mean he's going to play? Does that mean he's going to play well?
People shouldn't have been crying. We'll find out. But he's doing everything that's required and more. So during the mandatory mini camp, I had an opportunity to take a look at the quarterbacks, and as they go through these drills, believe it or not, there are some things that you can pick up. So we're going to show this video.
Like drop passes.
Well, I don't think they're thrown to a receiver during this video. I think they're thrown into a net. This is actually a drill. This is the correct one, I believe. This is actually a drill where they have a big net put up, and they have colors like blue, red, and yellow. And as the quarterback rolls out, they're told halfway where to throw the ball. So you have to be able to throw on the spot. So those on the radio stream will fill you in as we can. So if we could go ahead and play that cut, I'll appreciate it. Okay, and this is not the one with the net, but you see the net in the background.
I see the net.
They're actually thrown to a stationary wide receiver. Mason Rudolph, JT's favorite quarterback.
Who?
Your favorite quarterback.
Come on, man. They let my favorite quarterback go.
Who was that?
I can't even remember.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't have no favorites.
Who's this right here taking a snap? That's Mason Rudolph again.
Yeah, number 2. Yep.
Part of that Mike McCarthy QB school. A lot of these plays you can, if you look at
Will Howard, right? Will Howard.
Mm-hmm.
They have him as the backup quarterback right now.
QB2.
I don't think that'll hold.
Who's passing him?
Mason Rudolph.
That ain't happening.
It is.
Mason Rudolph is, never mind.
Okay, it's Drew Aller coming on the field, taking some snaps. All right, so that's it.
Shut up.
All right, so as I said, Aaron Rodgers is in place. He's going to be the starter. The question is, who's going to be the backup? They have Will Howard there now, and I do think they'll go with the experienced quarterback of Mason Rudolph. So we'll just have to wait and see, but. Everybody, they're in a good move. Something we didn't talk about defensively, okay? And I'm not sure, Ken, if you looked it up as far as where the Steelers are from a financial standpoint, if they're still the highest paid defense in the NFL. But it was so good to see my man Deshaun Elliott back on the field. And Deshaun Elliott spoke to the media as well, and he looks pretty good as far as what I can see. Jalen Ramsey was out on the field also. I hope this defense is really the dominant defense that it should be. There'll be a question regarding Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator, right?
Right.
Because the previous 2 head coaches, we talked about Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin. That was their baby, the defensive side of the ball. So now it's the offensive side of the ball that is the head coach's baby. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, they're getting some good work in, and as we mentioned, Nick Herbig got a new deal today, and the Steelers made moves as well. Now let's rank the Steelers players with the most pressure to perform. And the ones I have down here, and we can add to this list if we need to. The ones I have down here in no particular order right now is Roman Wilson, Kaleb Johnson, and Will Howard.
I disagree.
You disagree with what?
Because let's rank them from the ones that are on the field, okay, to perform. DK Metcalf, he got to step it up.
No, that's
This is to make the team.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about to make the team?
To make the team.
Rank the Steelers
Yeah.
with the most pressure to make the team.
Right.
Oh, I thought I just said to perform, to make.
Yeah, well, they'll probably, all of these guys will probably have a limited role. I mean, let's start with Roman Wilson.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll just throw my order out really quick.
Go ahead.
I think Will Howard's at the bottom. I think
Agreed.
I think he has the least amount of these players right here. I think Roman Wilson would come in second, and I think Kaleb Johnson has the most pressure to make this team. I think that Roman Wilson, I think that...
So you're going one with who?
Kaleb Johnson has the most pressure.
Number one
to make
for
this
Ken.
team.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Caleb Johnson is a running back. He has not provided any special teams, any work on special teams since that mental error that he had last season. And we haven't seen him, run down any punts, run down any kickoffs, anything like that. So you have to be versatile on this team, right? You have to be flexible. You have to play multiple roles. I will say, Kaleb Johnson looks really good. I think he did a lot of working in the offseason. He has a spring to his step. I mean, he just looks good out there on the practice field. But where does he fit? If he's not adding anything, how does he get a helmet, right? Like these things that you have to have versatility to make this team. And I'm worried because you have, two veteran running backs in front of you. Travis Homer's behind him, or beside him, I should say, and Travis Homer brings special teams experience.
Exactly.
So as much, because I am one of the biggest Kaleb Johnson fans.
And you have been.
I am. And I think that,
Okay, so he's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think if they move him,
okay,
because there's some rumors out there, if they move Kaleb Johnson, I think he'll go to a team and play very well. But right now, I think Roman Wilson is number 2, and this new slate for him is the best thing that could happen. But he needs to step up. He needs to shine. Every move, every step, every catch, everything. He needs to shine out there.
Okay. You agree, JT?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what. And I totally agree with you, Ken, because you are right. And here's what I'm talking about. Kaleb Johnson does have to prove himself, but at the same time, I don't think he got a fair shake to prove himself when he was a rookie. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and if you go back double-digit years, we had another pretty good running back who did the same thing, Barry Foster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he turned out to be pretty good.
For a while. Yeah.
For a while, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But, so I don't believe he's given enough. I don't think he's been given enough reps or enough, playing time.
Game time or anything like that.
But he could be pretty good. But anytime you're bringing in another running back for, to move behind like your name starter, and I'm talking about Rico Dowdle. But Rico Dowdle, he had some a couple 200-yard games, 200-yard games last year, and he was looking pretty good over there.
He was.
So,
and that's McCarthy's dude. I mean, McCarthy has seen Rico Dowdle grow in this league from a draft pick, right?
And he did it with Carolina.
Yeah.
That's the part about it that's really, So it kind of shows you like as bad as Carolina was really playing. Mm-hmm. This guy got some with him, dude. So I'm looking forward to Rico Dowdle, pushing Kaleb. Roman Wilson.
So you agree with his list?
With number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Roman Wilson, number 2. I agree with that. Roman Wilson had a pretty darn good preseason last year. And where he fell out of Mike Tomlin's graces or which, I don't, Kev, you might know more. I don't know. But I believe he could be that receiver now that we have Pittman, DK Metcalf, of course, and the whole host of tight ends that we have. I believe Roman Wilson could be that really fill that slot receiving role. And Will Howard.
Oh, hold on. So you got Roman Wilson what?
Second,
but
Kaleb first.
No, in the wide receiver group.
No, Roman Wilson, I said if
you said in a slot role.
In a slot role.
So are you saying he's going to be the third receiver?
I'm saying if given the time, from watching him last year in preseason, because we really didn't get to see him play.
I'm just asking a question.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if it was Aaron Rodgers that had a problem.
I got it, but is he going to be? We know he's not going to be 1. We know he's not going to be 2.
I'm saying 3.
You're saying 3. Okay, go ahead.
But we also have Bernard too. So
okay.
Like I said, it's these people on this list.
Yeah,
they are going to have to fight like hell for their position.
Okay.
For a helmet, like Ken said.
Yeah.
And Will Howard,
yeah,
I would like to see the guy play.
Me too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll see him play
I'm
in
not,
the preseason.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but preseason.
Unless he gets hurt again.
Yeah, but I totally agree with your list.
Yeah,
totally.
Okay. All right, real quick. I disagree with the list. But I agree with. Let me see. I agree with number 1, Kaleb Johnson. Definitely agree with that. My number 2 would be Will Howard. Okay, and let me tell you why Will Howard is number 2, because Roman Wilson is number 3. It's not like the Steelers have a whole lot of wide receivers over there. You see what I'm saying? So Roman Wilson is needed more so than the other 2. So that's why I'm putting Roman Wilson number 3. I don't believe JT's a number 3. I think he's a number 4. And I got it from a good source that's what they're looking to do.
Behind who?
Bernard.
I think he's behind Bernard right now.
Yeah, and and I think that's where the sentiment is, that he's a number 4 wide receiver. That's what he's fighting for. He's fighting for the number 4.
But we won't know about Bernard until he's in a game situation, until he might do the same thing Roman Wilson did. But I'm saying he hasn't proved himself yet. But
you're right about that. But I could tell right now he's a better receiver than Roman Wilson
from OTAs.
Right?
I think
from
just
rookie
smart.
minicamp.
Just his head too, picking up the game and things like that. He's way smarter in that sense. But I think it's Bernard's position to lose to Roman Wilson. Right. I mean, if he goes out and messes up, like you said, and then that's a totally different story, because I think it's his position to lose. Whereas Roman Wilson, he needs to ball out. But even being a number 4 on the team, right? You're still going to get some playing time. I mean, he's only had 20 catches or 20 targets last year. I mean, come on.
And your boy McCarthy being the number 4, you're right, isn't that bad, because a lot of his games he goes with 4 wide receiver sets. So
oftentimes, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only thing that hurts that is the number of tight ends that we have.
So you're bringing up Will Howard, right?
Yeah.
What benefit does Mason Rudolph have for the longevity of this quarterback group?
The longevity.
Yeah, for the future.
What benefit does Aaron Rodgers have for the longevity?
Well, there's nothing there.
That's a piece of tape right now.
My point is, Aaron Rodgers will be done after this year. I feel pretty confident about it, and I think Mason Rudolph will too.
I think Aaron's definitely done after this year. We know that.
I think the Steelers value, right? Keep in mind what the main man said, Art Rooney. Keep in mind what he said.
What did he say?
He doesn't believe in having a year where he's going to go 3-14, a wasted year.
Right.
So that works in Mason Rudolph's benefit. They want an experienced backup quarterback. Okay? And that's why I have it. That's why I'm saying he'll be the backup quarterback. Now, Will Howard, I don't think he's in a good position. As I mentioned before, he's the 6th round draft pick, going up against a 3rd round draft pick, going up against someone that was drafted by McCarthy versus he was drafted by Tomlin. All of that matters. All of that matters. And so I think from who has the most pressure is Will Howard, because Will Howard has to have a tremendous preseason to overcome Drew Aller.
But at the same time, though, Kev, Will Howard, he may show flashes of being a really good quarterback.
He can show flashes.
But what I'm saying, though, is, Julie, remember, he's only been with Mike McCarthy for a month?
Yeah.
Well,
so he develops quarterbacks.
What's that
right?
one song? I got my mind made up.
Come on, you can get it?
Yeah. I think, what's the name of the song though? Say what? There you go. Someone text us, please. Let us know what that song is. But my point is, I think their minds, they're already made up. I truly do. Now, he's going to try to develop Will Howard. Don't get me wrong. And he's going to say good things about Will Howard. Why? Because if they could trade Will Howard, they're going to trade Will Howard.
Well,
so that's why you say good things about him.
Would they? Why wouldn't they trade to someone that needs a veteran backup? Why wouldn't they trade Mason Rudolph?
They're not going to trade Mason Rudolph because that team that needs a veteran backup is the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? So what's going to happen? Mason Rudolph will stay, be the backup quarterback. Okay, Will Howard is going to be the odd man out. He could be the odd man out because the Steelers next year is going to draft the quarterback anyway. Okay, that's
your personal belief.
That's my take.
Exactly. I'm thinking moving on from Mason Rudolph. We know Mason's, and this is my opinion, right?
Yeah.
I think we know Mason's ceiling, right? We know he's not a starting caliber quarterback. We know that, maybe like he's a solid backup. Great. Well, we don't know what Will Howard is. Number one, if he comes out and can throw well, he can move way better than Mason Rudolph.
We don't know what he is, but they know what he is. They know what. And check this out.
But Kevin, I disagree. But there was a guy named Drew Bledsoe who had to get hurt for Tom Brady to come in.
Let me tell you something. Ken, you put it out there, right? I forget which coach it was that was interviewed that you put out there on YouTube. And he said that for every player, they have a profile.
Yep.
Okay. When you have a profile, you're assessing these players. They know what they have.
Well,
right? They know what they have
know
now.
what they have in a player, but when he steps on the field, I mean, we haven't even seen Will Howard in a game in the NFL yet.
Exactly. But there's a lot that you could take away from a skill set is where I'm going. I think they know what they have. I think they're trying to develop all of them, of course. I think they hope that all of them will play well. It's better for all of them to play well again, so their trade stock could go up. But you just don't draft a guy third and get rid of him. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Well, we did that with the first rounder, didn't we?
and then, like you said, think about what you're saying, Ken. All right, I was going to go on to another topic, but we'll spend another minute or two on this. Think about what you just said. We don't know what we have in Will Howard. Who's going to be your backup quarterback if Mason Rudolph leaves?
Well, if you see what you have in Will Howard
and go 3-14,
and you give him this preseason with snaps, right? We know what we have in Mason Rudolph. It's
right.
It's capped at a certain level, right?
Agreed.
It can't get much worse.
Yeah, it can. A lot worse.
No. Well,
a lot worse. Man, in the NFL,
I disagree. I mean, I don't think Mason's out there. We can get a backup quarterback that can get us through a game or two.
Ken, I totally agree with you.
But it's more than getting through a game or two.
And Mason's not that. We've seen that over.
No, Mason is that.
Last year when he came in, Kevin, his very first pass last year in the game was an interception. Wasn't it a pick six, if I'm not mistaken? So Mason Rudolph, to me, I don't know. He doesn't have that it factor to me.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon.
All right. So you mentioned last year, first pass interception. I can't remember. Maybe it was. But what about 3 years ago where the Steelers couldn't lose? We went on a three game run against tough teams and tough play.
No, they weren't. Two of the teams were already in the playoffs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think they played everybody. And we played Baltimore the last game.
Tough teams, man. And in Seattle. And come on, man.
Dude.
And he won. I mean, the Steelers won, and the Steelers were able to make the playoffs, go up to Buffalo.
Well, we
had an opportunity to win that playoff game,
and of course,
up in Buffalo.
He threw an interception. A bad interception, too, when you're down.
Aaron Rodgers throw interceptions. Ben Roethlisberger threw. Who doesn't throw an interception?
I'm talking about at the biggest moment, Mason Rudolph threw the costliest interception in the end zone. And like I said, I don't have no faith in Mason Rudolph at all. Zero.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm not a big Mason Rudolph fan at all, but I'm just telling you
Peyton Manning with what?
Where I feel the Steelers are.
So in 2019, he had a good that he played 10 games.
And 30 seconds, Ken, because we got to go to break.
He started 8 games in 2019. He went 5-3 in 2019, right? Since then, he had some spot starts or he had some spot games, right?
With Tennessee?
2024 with Tennessee, he went 1-4.
Well, that's with Tennessee. You can't count Tennessee.
Yeah, they're all professionals.
No, you can't count Tennessee.
Hold on. Outside of that, he's only played 1 game here, 1 game there. Right, I mean, 2023, he had 3 starts.
There you go. And won the 3 starts, and he has a winning record overall for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. And he's a better option at backup.
What was his numbers in Tennessee?
Than Will
That's what you look
Howard.
at.
It doesn't matter
Yes,
what
it
happened.
does.
No, it doesn't. Are you going to take Aaron Rodgers' numbers in with the Jets? Come on, man.
I would take him.
Come on.
If he can play like he did with the Jets in his last 8 games.
Are you going to take Justin Fields' numbers in Chicago versus Pittsburgh? It matters where you are.
Kev, listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
So we
I
have
agree
to
with
go
Ken.
to break. And when we come back, we will have on the phone Mr. Bill Beasley out of Philadelphia. And we need to talk about what's going on with this A.J. Brown trade that went down to where he went to New England. We need to talk about the Myles Garret trade to the LA Rams. And we need, from a basketball standpoint, we need to see what's going on with the 76ers. A lot of changes or decisions need to be made with the 76ers.
We can talk about that.
And we need to talk about the NBA championship that will occur starting tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. And we have some other topics that we need to squeeze in as well. So we'll be right back.
Before you go to break, let people think about this. Is there somebody from Pittsburgh lurking in the retirement hall waiting to walk out?
Exactly. I know.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dodson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions: weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
All right. We are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSN. My name is Kevin Cameron. Ken Craig is in the studio, as well as James Taylor. And on the phone, we have a special guest out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Mr. Bill Beasley. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Kevin. How you guys doing? Good
Hey,
to be
what's
back
up, Bill?
on the show.
Hey, TJ, how you doing, buddy?
JT.
I'm
JT.
He boxed it. He
problem.
boxed it. See,
No problem.
because he can see me playing like TJ Watt.
Oh,
That's why he
yeah. Is
called
that
me
what
TJ.
it is? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and run with that. All right. So we wanted to have you on because there's some things going on in Philadelphia that we wanted to run by you. And the first thing that we want to run by you is the trade that went down. A.J. Brown to the Patriots. I mean, this is a trade that has been talked about since the beginning of the offseason. So it's not a surprise. But what is the sentiment in Philadelphia?
It's pretty mixed. People get attached to a player, and AJ was productive while he was with us. And so it's pretty mixed. A lot of people are sad to see him go. They really think that he could have did some really special things in this new offense that we're trying to run. But then a lot of people also realize, some of the stuff that was going on in the locker room and the attention from maybe sideline antics that was going on from time to time. A lot of people felt like it wasn't worth all the bother. And if you can get something for him, get something for him. So I would say it's pretty mixed.
And what's the GM's name?
Howie Rose.
Okay, so he likes willing and dealing anyway, right? He's
the best in the business.
The best in the business.
I have to agree with you. He is up there.
He definitely is.
You know the
But
Rams.
you know what? But you know
the
what?
Rams in Seattle, they're doing pretty good too, my fellas.
Even after last year, I thought your boy was on his way up there too, until the draft day hiccup. Omar Khan, from what he did last offseason. So
you thought what about Omar Khan?
I thought he was doing very well as far as free agency, and then when we hit the draft is when I just said, did they just let that happen? And I've said it a couple times with Omar. So, but yeah,
are you saying he did a good job or a bad job?
He's saying he did a good job last
year.
At
first, yes,
because Howie Roseman consistently gets GM of the year and these accolades from the league. Omar Khan was on his way to that. The draft hiccup was a bad perception, even though it happens all the time. It was just that it got out there.
Why
It's
you
all
all
about
do that
perception.
to us, man? With this past draft, picking our wide receiver, what's his name? Lemon.
yeah.
I forgot all about that, Bill. Good thing I forgot about it. I wouldn't have invited you on the show, man.
And then to come around and then slap the Penguins upside the head. Y'all just teeing off on Pittsburgh, ain't y'all?
Well, that's if y'all had a basketball team, y'all could have got your get back.
I agree with that.
Hey, as long as you guys have Embid, I think we would have a chance.
Yeah. So, all right, now
can I ask a question just really fast? How much of this had to do with the drama that has been going on between A.J. Brown and your quarterback?
I feel like that played a part of it, but I also think, and this is just me, trying to read the tea leaves and everything. I think, first of all, AJ did want to be out.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make a public statement
of course
about
he
wanting a trade,
yeah,
but he let Howie know he wanted to be traded. So that's part of it. I don't know if it was because of the relationship with the quarterback. I don't know if it was the offense. That part's not clear. But he wanted to go. He wanted to trade. And I just found out today, because I didn't know this, he's always been a fan of the New England Patriots.
Right.
Since he was a kid.
Right.
So, of course, once, I guess, Howie started doing calls, and the Patriots was interested, I mean, it was like, hey, let's see if we can get that done. So I kind of think it was mutual. I don't know that it was like, okay, him and Jalen not getting along, so he got to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I gotta add this last part. have that kind of issue where guys are walking around in the locker room and you can feel tension and all that. That's not good for a locker room.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Got it.
And I think some of that was going on, and so it's probably like a case of what they call it addition by subtraction.
Right. And what we're doing, fellas, is 7:40, 2 minutes per topic. And once we hit the 2 minutes, we're moving on. So we're moving on now. Browns trade Myles Garret to L.A. Rams. Who won the trade?
The Rams.
Okay, listen, when they were talking about this AJ Brown trade, that was my next thing. I was saying, oh my God, 3 first-round picks. Let's call the Browns up and let's see what we can do.
No, not 3 first-round picks. Number 1, number 2, number 3 over the next 3 years.
You're misunderstanding me. I'm saying that would give the Eagles 3 first-round picks in 2 years. I didn't make myself clear there. I'm sorry. I didn't make myself clear. If you do the New England trade, the Eagles have a first-round pick, 27, and 2 first-round picks in 28. So my thing is, okay, now you got 3 first-round picks. Let's call Cleveland up, see what we can do. Next thing I know, the Rams jump in there. So great move for the Rams.
So you're saying Philly has 3 first-round picks now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 3 in the next 2 years. We have 3 first-round picks.
2 years. They got 1 for AJ Brown. And their original
27.
Yeah.
We had our original in 27, our original in 28, and now we got another one for AJ Brown. So that'll give us 3 in 2 years. So Howie can wheel and deal.
Okay, but Myles Garret was traded before AJ Brown. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, at the time of the trade, you only had 2 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, but like you said, the rumor, it was the worst kept secret in the league. Everybody knew
it was
the
happening.
trade was going to happen unless another team came in, and that would have made it even better for the Eagles.
So real quick, who won the trade?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. I'm
going
to
to
say
2 minutes, so we got to roll.
Okay. I'm going to give you like a 30-second of what the Rams won for a number of reasons, because they were as close as 9 is to 10 to get into the Super Bowl last year, and they could not put no pressure on Sam Darnold. So that right there hurt them, right? But the other thing is now they're talking about Myles Garret bringing Aaron Donald out of retirement to try it again.
Yeah.
So now, and if that happens, Kev, they're light years ahead of Cleveland.
I agree. Well, I think it was good for both. You can?
Yeah.
I think it was a good move for both. I don't think Aaron Donald comes out of retirement. I'm squashing that right now. It's not going to happen.
I think it's a big possibility.
That's fine. We can all dream, but not happening.
I talked to his brother.
I do think that, yes, this is good for the Rams. It's going to help them get there. It's another piece.
Okay.
But you're talking about getting much younger and an added first-round pick for Cleveland. If it was any other team, I would say that, it was a good win, but Cleveland's going to find a way to mess it up.
I agree with you there, but at this point in time, I think it was a win-win.
Yep.
All right, moving
the Rams
on.
are more
French
solid.
Open.
The Rams are more solid and deeper in most positions too. So
French Open is going
years to
on
come.
now. We don't have time to get into what has been going on, but we do have time to talk about Serena Williams. She's back. Okay,
she says she's back, but until she comes back and plays, guess what? I don't even want to talk about it. Because I don't believe
we still have to acknowledge it.
I understand that, but I don't know. I think she's been off too long, and having children at her age, I don't think she's going to be able to do it. That's why she's coming back in the doubles.
Okay.
Oh, I talked to her sister.
Oh yeah,
and I think she's going to come back. Obviously, it's going to be in doubles, right?
Yes.
No, she's coming back.
It's doubles.
I believe she's coming back to singles, but it's no different than Major League Baseball, for example, where you go down to the minors and you work.
It is different, Kev, because you're running constantly when you're playing. In tennis, you're running. My
Baseball, point is you get
weeks.
ready in the minors before you come up to the major. So I do believe that, she's playing doubles right now, but I do believe that she'll be playing singles as well. Okay. Moving on to what we have next here. Who will win the NHL Finals, Vegas or Carolina?
Vegas.
Vegas, and that starts tonight, right?
Yep.
Okay. And it'll be what for Vegas? Number
2.
It'll be number 2. All right. Moving.
I like Carolina.
Going back to the French Open before we get back to Philadelphia, but talking about the French Open, black players at the French Open had a dinner, and it was very controversial. Naomi Osaka had the dinner along with another tennis player. I don't have the name right now, but
go ahead. We understand.
Okay.
So what was controversial about it?
That it was 4 black tennis players, and some people have a problem with that. And I say that is good. I mean, it's not that many black players in tennis. I think it's important for them to have relationships off the court. Okay. I think they face a lot of similar challenges, and they need to support each other. I think that's what it's all about. So, the black players have a different situation than the white players.
Well, they just had it here. We had the same thing go on with the vending licenses on the north side.
You mean for the NFL draft or something else?
For black businesses?
Well, and I think it's good. Anytime you have a situation like this, you have to identify your allies in anything you do, right? And it's great because anyone that tries to separate everybody, I feel like it's always for a negative motive. Yeah. Right? Like why would you attack something like that?
Yeah.
Right,
And here's the deal too, Ken.
To make it
at the end of every show, what do you talk about?
I don't know.
Autism.
Oh yeah, autism. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's important to have support groups for people dealing with autism.
Absolutely.
Right? This is really no different. This is really no different. And we don't have a whole lot of time to dive into it, but I think we all agree that it's a good thing, and people are trying to make it negative.
What was on
and
the
it's
menu?
not negative.
Yeah, it shouldn't be negative at all.
Not your food,
No,
JT.
not
They
at all.
didn't call you. All right. So we all agree. All right. So latest on the Philadelphia 76ers. Bill, will you get rid of Joel Embiid?
Yeah. I don't know if you can find a trade partner for him. That's the whole problem. What's the guy that just left? Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey had no business extending Joel Embiid's contract. Not last off season, the off season of the Olympics. He's up there on the Olympic team. He's already got a bad knee. He's on the Olympic team when he really should be home, either getting an operation or rehabbing it or something. He should be dealing with his knee issue, but he needs to go get a gold medal. And he comes back, his knee's not 100%. And Daryl Morey, he gives him a 3-year extension. He should have never did that. I don't know if we can find a trade partner for him. I don't know.
I think the only trade partner
if
is
you had
probably
a basketball team, would you trade for Joel Embiid?
I think the only trade prospect for him is whoever he torched in the first round of the playoffs.
Boston don't want him.
Wait. They don't have. I mean, that's what killed him though.
What would you
they
do
didn't have
with-
no size.
What would you do with Paul George?
I see if I can find somebody for him too. If I can find a trade partner for both those guys, hey, they're going. The next guy, what's his name? I don't know this guy that well. Mike Gansey or something like that.
Right.
He's the new GM president or whatever. I don't really know him that well. I know he worked as an assistant in Cleveland for the last, I think, 9-10 years. So from what I understand, he was a big part of helping to build that team. So if he can work some magic and somehow get rid of Embiid and get rid of Paul George, and we get something somewhat valuable from that, it's time to start rebuilding this team around Therese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. That's my thinking on it.
Some team's going to throw a few draft picks at this just to bring him in. I mean, it's going to happen. Somehow it's going to come across our ticker like 3 first-round picks or something crazy like that for a move. So
for Embid?
Yeah.
You think a team would offer 3 first-round picks?
I'm being a little facetious when I say that.
Okay.
I'm saying
last thing, Nick Nurse, is he safe right now?
He's out. Isn't he fired? Is he fired yet? I thought he was fired.
Who's your coach?
Well, it was Nick Nurse, but I assumed he was fired. I got to be honest with you guys. I got to be honest.
You're confusing me now. Were you being sarcastic?
What?
With Nick Nurse.
I honestly don't know if he's fired or not. I thought he was. I thought he was fired.
Okay. All right.
I know they fired Daryl Morey, so I just assumed they fired Nick Nurse too.
Okay.
It looks like as of recently he's still the head coach.
Yeah, I thought he was still there.
They let go of Daryl Morey.
Yeah.
But because Daryl Morey's out as president of basketball operations, but Nick Nurse is still their head coach.
I could see Nick Nurse getting a pink slip soon. I could see that.
But does he get one more year?
Yeah, they're going to give him one more year.
They will?
No, I'm asking you because I think he's getting fired personally.
Well,
okay. What's taking so long?
And just a heads up, his brother just passed away. Nick Nurse's brother passed away, so he did step away from the team.
Sorry to hear that.
Momentarily, so they may. I hate to say this, but they may be waiting.
Yeah.
Since he has stepped away from the team.
Yeah. Good point.
Because it would be cold blooded. Yeah, that's a good point. It would be cold blooded.
But you talk about Philly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you could probably say those things about the Jets or Cleveland Browns, but I think we got to give them a little bit more credit.
And as far as Philly, the Steelers have a game against the Eagles this year, right? In Philly, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. We can't. So we're gonna have to get you on. That week too. Go ahead, Ken.
I was gonna say we're gonna break that little streak that we have, or that non-winning streak that we have in Philly this year.
Right. This is the year. All right. So
AJ Brown torched on the leg.
All right. Let's talk NBA championship. The New York Knicks is hot. They were hot, but they've been out the last 9 days. And then we have the Spurs, who has the momentum. Who are you going with, JT?
I'm going with the Knicks.
You're going with the Knicks?
Yeah.
Let me put this down, JT.
Their ball movement is insane, and just the way they move the ball with the passing, I just think I love the Knicks this year. Man, they look good.
Okay. And Ken?
Man, I gotta do it. I have to do it.
Okay.
I gotta go the Spurs.
You're going Spurs. Okay.
I have to. I did not want that. I wanted OKC, but if they took out OKC, then I gotta jump on their wagon and just accept my fate.
And the game is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1 is tomorrow. Bill, your thoughts on this
Spurs.
series? You're going
Spurs.
Why, Bill?
Wemby is unbelievable. That kid is unbelievable. The Spurs have a really, really good team. Like they got Wemby in 23, Castle in 24, and Harper in 25. Those 3 guys right there, that's the nucleus of that team.
Now, go ahead.
Yeah, and they got great role players around them. They got a Bassey is really good, and Champagne or Champagne. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it.
And you all had him, right? The 76ers had him.
Briefly.
Well, you could have kept him.
We listen. The 76ers is where players go to die.
Right. I got you.
Don't put nothing on him being a Sixer at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the other thing, I think Wemby has to realize one thing. It's going to be a much more physical game.
What's that, JT?
I think Wemby's. I think you're right. I totally agree.
I got what you said.
I definitely agree. It is going to be a little bit because, like, he didn't really get any physicality from the guy. What is not Hartenstein? The other kid,
Holmgren.
I think it is. Yeah, Holmgren.
Chet.
Yeah, he's a little
Chet
light.
Holmgren.
So So it'll be a little tougher playing against New York, but I still think his talent will rise above that. And
hey,
they're a good team. They
all
are
right.
very,
Talking
very good team.
Talking Philadelphia, would you be good with Giannis Antetokounmpo coming over, the Greek freak?
For the Sixers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
What kind of question
I just want to make sure. You know, I mean,
we need somebody.
you
to
just
take
said
on
that's
Embiid,
where
so of
players.
course, I
You
think-
just said that's where players go to die, right?
Well, maybe we can revive Giannis. I don't
Okay,
know, but
I just wanted to check.
We're not reviving Embiid or Paul George. That's a wrap.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal, fellas. And I think I mentioned this before. The last 7 years, there's been a new NBA champ.
Good.
Okay. So this would be the 8th year for a new NBA champ. And I've been saying all along for some time now that I was going with the Spurs. Okay, so with my head, I'm going with the Spurs, and with my heart, I'm actually going with the Knicks. Okay, I'm rooting for the Knicks, but I believe the Spurs will win.
But so the never mind. I don't even want to talk about the Lakers. But go ahead.
I can't root for New York. I'm sorry, I can't.
I understand that.
You're in walking
from Philly.
distance.
I can't root for New York.
I get that, and I see why you picked the Spurs too. I see why you picked the Spurs.
They're playing good ball now, and we just knocked off the champ.
You
know
are.
what I mean, the Spurs just knocked off the champ, so I'm going with the Spurs.
So would you rather have the 9 days off or the momentum?
Well, I mean, 9 days off if you're beat up and tired. Yeah, 9 days off is
In
great,
general.
But, they could New York could come out tomorrow night and be rusty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can.
So,
And if you think Wemby said, I think they took the first 2 games against OKC, or the first 3 games of the season they played.
Okay.
And then Wemby said it then. If it comes down to a 7-game series, we'll beat him. I remember that. I remember him talking about that clear as day.
I do. I do. All right. So, Bill, I think we covered a lot of ground, and thank you for coming on. You're no stranger to Soul Take. It's always great to have you on board, and we need to do something with you regarding
Come to
fantasy.
Pittsburgh.
We need to do something with Bill fantasy football again as well.
And you can come to Pittsburgh, because I don't trust you Philly fans. You know what I mean? I don't want to come here and get jumped.
That's a lot of hype. It's not that bad. Just know where Pittsburgh club was.
We have to. We got to rap, man.
We got to represent.
Yeah. But we'll let you go, Bill, and we'll catch up, my brother.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I appreciate
Always
you
a
guys
pleasure,
having me
Bill.
Back on again.
All
Always
right.
a pleasure being there.
Definitely.
All right, Ken. Have a good one. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
All right, guys.
Yep.
Later.
Bye.
He's always a blast to have on.
No doubt. No doubt. All right, Ken, let's close this thing out, man.
We're already there, huh?
Yeah,
This
we
time
are.
flew.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
goodness. Hey, before we get out of here, just a quick reminder, and I know we just brought it up, so perfect segue, but just a reminder that there are families out there in our community who are dealing with, or need support, and families that are dealing with autism every single day. They need our support. They need resources, anything like that. Whether it's volunteering, donating, or just showing up for somebody, let us know. We are here. We can get you in the right direction. Every bit of help and every bit of support matters. So after the show, if you do need anything, reach out to Kev, reach out to JT, reach out to myself, the station. We're here to help and get you into the right hands.
JT.
Well, like I always said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and just, like Ken, he's such an advocate for autism. I'm the same way with homelessness. And it plays on me because I've seen so much of it over the last number of months, and I want to say that when you see somebody that may not be in good spirits, speak to them, say hello, shake their hand, do something. You may change their day. And also, call your loved ones, especially the older ones who don't get as many, calls and text messages or whatever it may be, because, a lot of times they're lonely. And, it plays on my heart, but I really feel special about that. And Kev, thank you for having the platform for us to say this and do this. So, God bless and thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We got a text from Yolanda shouting out to all of us as well. So she says she loves listening and love watching. So that's what we like to hear. Now, for the travelers out there looking to travel, right? If you would like to take a cruise, we are cruising in the Eastern Caribbean with Pittsburgh's DSEN. So join us is basically what I'm saying. November 7th through the 14th. Go to our website for more details. Also, tune in to our radio stream at pghdsen.com. So if you're on the YouTube side, you can switch over to the radio stream for the best soulful music that will be on after our show until midnight. You have something else?
Oh yeah, and if you would have a special place in your heart, say a prayer for my mother-in-law, Miss Lorraine Clark. She just had major hip surgery and she's been going through some things. So, hoping you get well, Mom Pearl. I love you and thank you.
Excellent. And on that note too, JT, we do shout outs here. Okay, and everybody needs to understand you could do a shout out. So the special people in your life, if you would like to, do a shout out to hope that they get better or to celebrate special events in their life or accomplishments, we could do that. You just need to text that in and we'll make sure we do that at the applicable time that you requested. Okay, now as far as Soul Take, we're going to go ahead and close this down. We'll be right back with you next Tuesday, 6 to 8. We appreciate all of you listening and watching. Everyone, take care and be blessed.